Talk about British football culture, and environmental conscientiousness probably isn't the first trait that springs to mind. But try telling that to Forest Green Rovers. The aptly-named club has been based in a tiny English village for 129 years. For the last 8, they've been owned by wind power tycoon Dale Vince, who also owns a multi-million-dollar green energy company, Ecotricity. With his investment, the Rovers have won a place in England's professional leagues for the first time. They've also become the greenest sports team in the world. And they're completely vegan.
Over a year, we reckon about 20% of all of the electricity we use comes from our own solar panels, and the rest we bring in from the grid using our own windmills and solar panels in other parts of the country. So we're 100% powered by green electricity, and about 20% of it is made here on site. Yeah, Tom.
Well, I would occasionally call myself a hippie. I would say more than anything else, if you're looking for a label, I'm an environmentalist. Sometimes people call me a businessman. I don't like that. I think that's mildly insulting.
We've got a series of drains dug across the pitch, and we collect the water that falls on it, and we pump it up into a big tank up in the corner there, and put it back on the pitch later. So it's like a water cycle. One of the things we've done is to take the club vegan, and we are described often as the world's first or only vegan football club. And we did it for the environment reasons primarily, but of course there are human health reasons and animal welfare issues behind that drive to veganism as well, and I personally support all of those. First thing we did was stop the serving of red meat, and that went down, you could say, like a lead balloon with some people. It was a bit shocking, a bit controversial. Media called it a red meat ban. To our players, we said, look, this is a performance issue. Serious athletes don't eat red meat, and they took that on board.
We've done really well last season, and we were on a vegan diet around the football club, so this year it's all about staying in the league, and we're doing okay so far. When you first sign here, you hear a lot of things about the club and how it's run. It takes you a while to get used to it because it's completely different to any other football club. But when you're here, you really take it on board and you really understand with what he's trying to do. At the end of the day, they're trying to save the world.
2 seasons ago now, we just took the cow's milk away, and it was a little bit hard for a couple of people. They were like, well, what are we going to do, But, push comes to shove, I say, well, look, have a beer,
Are you trying to steal my limelight? Have you put the timer on? Fantastic. So, what we've got here, katsu curry, pickled vegetables, and pickled ginger. It's not typical football food, and actually there was some resistance. Naturally, it's changed, but sales have gone up. People have realised actually they're not being punished. You don't get punished with vegan food. It's actually a celebration of what we've got. Look at the size of that pie out there. You don't need Forest Green hungry.
Well, I think the classic stereotype of a football fan in England is going to be somebody that doesn't eat healthy food, perhaps isn't the most progressive in their outlook. I don't think it's actually holds true like most stereotypes, and if you look at our fans, talk to our fans, you find that actually once they're introduced to these ideas around the environment, they're very keen to pick them up and run with them, which is what our fans have been doing.
Oh, it's great because we've been coming up about 3 or 4 seasons now, and all of a sudden people know us for the vegetarian side of the club, so it's great for a club this small to be talked about around the world. Is brilliant.
Come on, Rovers!
Football has given us a massive platform, undreamt of really, to talk to people all around the world. We've got fan clubs springing up in so many different countries of the world. It's quite incredible. And these are people that aren't necessarily football fans, but they are people that are concerned about the environment and are adopting Forest Green as a football club because of what we stand for off the pitch.